Alright guys, hope everybody's doing well. Managed to get out fishing. The weather's not really been the greatest, but hopefully managed to get out and get a fish or two. The fly I'm going to tie is a grunter, but not the way I would normally tie it. But this is the one we're going to tie. The wee pink tag in it. Need to get back in the swing of doing some more videos and stuff, so this is a wee fly I tied the other day and posted on my page. It's a doobry snatcher. Just thought I'd take a wee bash, something different, bit of fun, but probably take a fish or two. But get back to tying the grunter. So hooking device is a Farrow wet fly, size 12. Thread in the bobbin is Slimbrify 12-0 in black. So with this one, a wee bit different. Usually I'd start with the body starts when I'm tying wet flies and stuff, but this one just start at the eye. So a wee head length back for the eye. Then just get a nice basic thread down. You're going to tie in your CDC. And just back up. So make sure you just give yourself a little bit of room. So I've already pre-prepared some CDC. So I've probably got about 6 plumes there. So I get my CDC for cook sole, but there's loads of good other suppliers out there. So all I do is just stroke it together, try and catch all the fibres, go forward. Just make sure the tips are all lined up. If you get any straggly bits that you can't catch in, I'll just pick them away. So any wee bits like that, just pick them away. So it looks like that once you've stroked it all forward. Not what you would do. Some people do nice and short. I will just do the hook length going forward. Just got a wee pinch. I'll just do a pinch and loop, pin it down a couple of times. Just to hold it down, just make sure it's sitting where you want it to sit. Because I've tied a few flies already, just to keep CDC all the same length, I just measure it up. There you go. So it's the same length, just keep it all hook length. I like to keep the CDC a wee bit longer. More so if you've got dodgy eyes you can see it, but I always think if fish become panicky you can always trim stuff back, you can never add it on. So just tying down. So when I'm tying down wee bits like that where your thorax would be, I just keep my finger on it and just tie it down and just slowly move my finger back as I'm tying down. Now I just want to keep running the bed of thread down the hook till I get to where the point would be. Then for the tag, I've just got Glow Bright number 2, which is pink. So I just get a wee roll, that catches all together. What I do is I just offer it on the side of the hook and just get a turn and it rolls round to the top. And if it doesn't, you can always just move it across, but most of the time it'll roll round and sit on the top. So what I'll do is just trim it away. So again, I just make sure it's nice and tight down. You're going to dub the body anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Just up and just back down. Make sure it's all nice and tied in. Just a wee long bit there, just trim it away. Right, so next is just some hare's ear dubbing, UV for chuck and duck. I love this stuff, it dubs on so easy, and I love the UV in it. Usually in quite a lot of my flies. I say then, anytime you're using double, if you do get the stick, just get your fingers a wee wet, dry them off, and that'll stick, no bother. But with this stuff you never have any issues with dubbing. Just get a sort of turn to catch it in, and just keep stretching it out. There you go, just a nice wee taper on the body. So like I said, because I've done one already, I'll keep all the tag lengths the same. So I'll just hold it up to it, mark it with my nail, and just trim it. So all my tags are the same length. And the first hackle I tie in is just a ginger cock hackle. All I do is just take the waste off the bottom, just cut a wee tiny tag just to tie in, just enough to tie in. Make sure you tie it down so it's nice and secure. The next hackle is just brown partridge. That's the same again. That's just for cooksel. And all I've done is just took away the tip, cut it into a wee triangle, just enough to tie in. You could do this all way, you can tie in your hackle first, and your partridge, or your partridge or your hackle, it just depends on what way you prefer it for yourself. It's a great thing about fly tying. Tie it in any way it suits you. So I'm only looking for a turn and a bit, maybe 2 turns tops, partridge. Just enough to give it that leggy impression. There's my first turn. And I normally just leave a big gap between my second turn. So like that. Then when I come up the front, if there's still a wee bit left, I'll just give it a turn in there. Use my finger to catch it in. I just use the weight of the hackle pliers to hold it in. That's it. What you can do is if you wrap it round, you can pinch it with your nail and just catch it in. But I never have any issues with pulling out or being loose. Try to see this to trim it away. Turn the vise to see where I'm trimming. There we go. There we go. That's your partridge in. So all I do is I just pull my partridge forward. You always find you get a couple of fibres that will not sit the way you want them to sit. Then hackle pliers. Just this, do your ginger hackle. Just run it through it. So you might find you'll catch a few fibres and stuff, but it's fine because we'll brush it out at the end. So maybe looking for 4 turns, hackle up. What I like to do is I like to pull this easy back. I like to put a turn in the front. This one here I like to hold that tight, cross my hackle over, and get a couple of turns over my hackle. Now if you're brave enough, you can break it away if it wants to break away, or you can just do what I'm going to do and just trim it off. What I'll do for there is put all the fibres back at the front, just build up a nice little head. Just a bit of varnish, just some Veneers varnish. And just a nice whip finish. Just trim your thread. we go. So I just like to roll my CDC in my finger. Make sure it's all sitting where I want it to sit. And you just can brush your fibres, make it look nice and leggy, so any fibres that were stuck, caught, just brush them out, and that's it. And there you go, that's how I tie my grunter. What you can do if your CDC's just not quite lined up, you can just get a wee tiny trim along the tip, so it all lines up so it's all in proportion. There you go, that's how I tie my grunters. Cheers guys, thanks for watching.